Welcome to my channel Liberty Old Coin Place, where curiosity meets discovery, where everyday moments can suddenly turn into something extraordinary. First up, today we are talking about one single coin, not a collection and not a group, but one special piece that stands on its own. And that is the Australia $1 1995 Elizabeth II coin, a coin that has captured the attention of collectors and treasure hunters all over the world. This one coin represents far more than just money, because it carries history, artistry, national pride, and a surprising level of market demand that continues to grow year after year. The 1995 Australia $1 Elizabeth II coin was created to celebrate Australia's modern identity while honoring Queen Elizabeth II, who was the head of state at the time. And this blend of tradition and progress is exactly what makes this coin so fascinating. When this coin was minted in 1995, Australia was moving through a period of economic and cultural growth, and the Royal Australian Mint wanted to issue a coin that would reflect stability, strength, and national confidence. The portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on this coin is not just a simple design. It is a carefully crafted image that represents continuity, leadership, and the connection between Australia and the Commonwealth, which gives this coin deep symbolic power. On the reverse side, the iconic Australian kangaroos appear, which makes this coin instantly recognizable around the world and gives it a uniquely Australian character that collectors truly love. What makes this 1995 issue especially exciting is that certain examples of this coin were struck with exceptional quality, sharp details, and beautiful finishes, making them highly desirable in the collector market. Over time, as more people started collecting Australian coins, demand for the 1995 Elizabeth II $1 grew, and collectors began to compete to own the best preserved and rarest examples. This rising demand is what pushes prices higher, because when many people want the same coin and fewer perfect examples are available, the value naturally climbs. Some top-grade versions of this coin, especially those kept in brilliant uncirculated or proof-like condition, have been sold for impressive amounts, and collectors are always searching to pay premium prices for them. The maximum price that a top-quality 1995 Australia $1 Elizabeth II coin can reach in the collector market can go as high as $2,000 or even more when the condition, rarity, and buyer demand all come together. That means a coin that once had a face value of just $1 can now be worth thousands of dollars in the right market, which is why so many people are excited to look for this exact year and design. Collectors love this coin because it connects a specific year, a legendary monarch, and Australia's national symbols all into one small but powerful piece of history. Every scratch-free surface, every sharp detail, and every perfectly preserved edge increases the desire of buyers, and this is why serious collectors are willing to pay high prices to own one. What makes it even more thrilling is that some of these coins are still hiding in old collections, drawers, and coin jars, waiting for someone to discover their true potential. Imagine holding a single 1995 Australia $1 Elizabeth II coin and realizing that it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, simply because of its condition and collector appeal. This is not just about money. It is about owning a piece of history that connects you to Australia's past and to a worldwide community of passionate collectors. The story, the design, and the growing demand all combine to make this one coin feel like a small treasure with a big future. So if you ever come across a 1995 Australia $1 Elizabeth II coin, take a closer look, because what might seem ordinary at first glance could actually be a powerful and valuable collectible. And that is why this single Australian coin continues to inspire excitement, motivation, and dreams of discovery, among people who know that sometimes the greatest value comes in the smallest form. Next coin today, we're discussing a coin many of you likely have, a coin passed over in change every single day. It's the 1988 Australian $2 coin, featuring Queen Elizabeth II. What if I told you this common coin holds a secret, a potential for value that most people completely overlook? We are going to dive deep into the history, the specifics, and the future potential of this fascinating piece of Australian currency. First, let's understand its history. The $2 coin was first introduced in Australia in 1988, replacing the $2 banknote. This makes the 1988 issue part of a historic inaugural series. The very first year of mintage for any coin is always significant to collectors, creating an inherent importance that cannot be replicated by later years. The coin you hold features the portrait of a young Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. This iconic portrait is itself a piece of numismatic art, symbolizing a long chapter in Commonwealth history. The obverse side, with Her Majesty's effigy, connects this coin to decades of tradition and a tangible link to a bygone era of currency. On the reverse, we find the magnificent design by Horst Hahn, depicting an Aboriginal elder alongside the Southern Cross and native grass trees. This design is not merely decorative. It is a powerful representation of Australia's ancient heritage and its celestial navigation. The artistry alone gives this coin a cultural weight far beyond its face value. Now let's talk scarcity. While millions of these coins were minted for general circulation, the true value lies in specific, pristine conditions. A standard circulated 1988 $2 coin might only be worth its $2 face value today. But that is only the beginning of the story, not the end. We must look for the exceptional examples. The maximum value for this coin is not found in your loose change jar. It is found in flawless, uncirculated specimens, particularly those with a superior mint finish. Coins graded at the very peak by professional services like PCGS or NGC, achieving ratings of MS67 or higher, command extraordinary prices on the collector market. The current value for a standard circulated coin is modest, but the potential maximum selling price is where it gets thrilling. At auction, the finest known examples of the 1988 $2 coin have realized prices in the hundreds of dollars. We are talking about a potential maximum value reaching $500 or more for a single, perfect coin. Why can it command such a figure? It is the combination of historic significance as a first-year issue, the beauty of its design, and the extreme rarity of finding a coin from the late 1980s in absolute mint state perfection. Every minute scratch or touch diminishes its grade, making those top-tier examples incredibly rare and desirable. Think about the journey of this coin. Since 1988, these coins have been jingling in pockets, scraping across counters, and being handled by millions. To find one that escaped this fate, preserved in a protective case from the moment it left the mint, is to find a numismatic survivor. That survival story adds immense value. The future potential for this coin is exceptionally bright. As time progresses, more and more of these coins will become worn, lost, or damaged. The existing pool of high-grade specimens is fixed. It will not grow. This fundamental rule of scarcity dictates that value must increase over the long term. Furthermore, as younger generations enter coin collecting, the 1988 $2 coin represents a tangible piece of history from their parents or even their own childhoods. This nostalgic connection fuels demand, transforming a simple coin into a cherished collectible with personal and national resonance. Consider also the global market. Australian coin collecting is a passionate pursuit worldwide. International collectors seek key dates and premier examples, competing for the best specimens and driving auction prices higher. Your 1988 coin is not just local currency, it is an international item of desire. Do not make the mistake of comparing a worn, everyday coin to these numismatic gems. The difference is like comparing a pebble on the beach to a polished diamond. The grade is everything. This is why you must carefully examine any 1988 $2 coins you find. Look for brilliant, unmarked surfaces and sharp, untouched detail. If you believe you have a high-quality example, your next step is professional certification. Having the coin graded and encapsulated by a top-tier service authenticates its condition and protects its state. This single step can transform it from a curious find into a legitimate, high-value asset for your portfolio. Imagine the possibility of owning a coin with a maximum future value that could climb into the thousands of dollars. As the finest examples become known and the population of top-graded coins is recorded, the competition for the #1 spot will intensify. This coin has not yet reached its peak valuation ceiling. This is not mere speculation. It is the pattern observed in numismatics for decades. First-year issues, especially those with iconic designs, consistently appreciate as they transition from common currency to respected historical artifacts. The 1988 $2 coin is on this exact trajectory. Your motivation to search is clear. Every handful of change could contain a hidden champion. Every old coin jar might hold a future treasure. The 1988 $2 coin is a sleeper hit, waiting for its moment to shine in the spotlight of the collector community. You have the chance to discover it first. Begin your search today. Handle any coins you find carefully by the edges. Store potential candidates in protective holders. Research, connect with the collecting community, and learn to spot the qualities that define a premium specimen. Your dedication could be richly rewarded. The story of the 1988 Australian $2 coin is still being written. Its final chapter in terms of maximum value has not been composed. That value is determined by rarity, preservation, and demand. For the single finest examples, the market has shown a willingness to pay a premium that reflects its status, and that premium is only set to grow. This coin is far more than $2. It is a piece of history with a priceless future.